Okay, welcome to Daily 3D Revolve. Today I'm going to be doing a DesignSpark mechanical tutorial, and I'm going to be covering a little bit of a different topic. I'm going to be showing you guys how to make good use of the free 3D models that are within DesignSpark Mechanical. So what you want to do is go ahead and open the program. I'm just going to go ahead and go File, New, create a new design, and you could leave it like this. So within DesignSpark Mechanical, I'm sure some of you are probably aware, some may not be. There's this area over here called Download 3D Models. So what you're going to do there is click there, and then it's going to load up this page here. So they have a lot of models to choose from, and if you hover over this, it says here, access free library of precise 3D models from components manufacturers provided by RS Components and Allied Electronics. So if you want to build something and you want to see what a part's going to look like, this is something that you really need to take advantage of. So you can come over here to browse components. They have mechanical components. They have a lot of parts. Like here, there's fasteners. Let me hold on there. There's fasteners, there's bearings, there's brake clutches. There's power transmissions, there's jigs and fixtures, there's handles. So let's go down to jigs and fixtures and see what comes up for there. So right here you have these, there's clamps, there's even knobs. So we'll go back here, mechanical components. Let's go down to fasteners. Let's see what they got for fasteners. Here you have just washers, screws, and bolts. So quite a few things to grab if you need it. Like we could get a collar here. So go ahead and click on the collar. And then you have all these different collars that you could download. Like if we wanted to grab one of these, we could. They have a lot of electronic components. Like say if we wanted this one. Some of them don't have, some of them they have here a request for a quote. Those are the ones that you have to buy. But if you can't find, let me see, let's go back to browsing, go to mechanical components. Let's go down to bearings. I'll show you one that's free. So the way you're going to know whether it's free or you have to buy, we'll go to this pillow block bearing. This first one. So if it's going to charge you for them, it'll say request for quote, and then then I'm sure if you do the request for quote, it's going to tell you that we make this part. This is how much it is per part if you buy 200 or you buy 1,000. So we'll grab this one. Okay. All right. So I guess all of these have the same information up here. So request for quote if you want to buy it, share if you want to share it, and down here you have DesignSpark Mechanical, and then you have this little option here. So you want to hit download. I think that first one that we clicked on had this as well, but I just think I overlooked it. So once it's downloaded, you want to come up here, or just anywhere, just click there, and then when you get to this part, you want to go to open, so you get these the folder, and then you want to click on the folder. Then you want to minimize that. Now these are going to be compressed folders, so you want to drag that to your desktop. You can tell it's compressed because it has a little zipper across it. So you want to right mouse click on that folder and say extract all, and then you want to come down here and hit the extract button. Now you're going to have two folders. One of them is going to be the stuffed folder, one of them is the unstuffed folder. So now you want to close that, go back to your DesignSpark. We could go back to, let's go back to the start page in our design. So now we can close this. So now we want to bring that part in. So you want to go to File up here. Now DesignSpark has done away with importing step files and STLs. So you can no longer do that, which is a real bummer. Because I used to draw stuff in CorelDRAW, and then I would save it out as an SVG. I'd bring it into FreeCAD, and then I would save it out as a step file, and then I would be able to bring it into version 5. You can no longer do that. You can only bring in native Design Spark mechanical files. No STLs, no step files. So that's a real bummer. But anyhow, what you want to do with this is go to desktop, open up your folder, and then you want to grab that part. You'll notice it's in a RSDOC file, which is a native Design Spark mechanical file. So you want to open. Sometimes they come in large. If they do, just do Control minus a couple times. And then you want to go ahead and get the move. So you want to do Control A to select everything. Grab the red there, and you want to just rotate to 90. All right, now here's the part. So you're able to use this part for anything that you want to do. Obviously, if you needed them to manufacture it or whatever, you'd have to request quote, and then it would go to the manufacturer, and they would make that part for you, tell you how much it's going to cost. So if you want to scale that, you just go to Pull, do a Control A to select everything, or come over here and just click on the pillow block. Then you want to come over here to this option, which is Scale Body, and then you want to click on a point, and then when you get those double arrows, you just want to click and drag. So we could come down to 0.5%. So now we have this part here. So I don't know if you can modify these. I doubt it. You might be able to. Let's try it. Let's go to Control Plus. Let's try to pull this, see if we can. Oh, well, looks like they're fully modifiable. So if you wanted to bring that up 20 millimeters, type 20. Now you have this kind of a part here. Let's see if we can add a fillet to these. Let's go to Pull. Oh yeah, it looks like they're these parts are you can completely modify. That's really cool. Okay, well anyhow, this is just one of the many free parts that they have. And if you want the part, if you want to get a part, you just go to the 3D, download 3D models, go to your browse contents, whatever category you want to search through. You got mechanical components, manufacture, engineering, you have materials, bars, beams, tubes, you have electrical, you have sensors, electronics, optics, pneumatics, vacuum equipment, hydraulics, civil engineering. You have basically all this stuff that you can make use of. Let's go back to the mechanical and let's go back to that fastener. I want to see if that was able to get, we were able to get that. I think I just overlooked the fact that you could download it. So let's go to, I don't think it was a fastener that we're on. Let's go back to mechanical. I think it was jigs and fixtures construction. Let's try that. Go to the clamps, see what kind of clamps they have. Yeah, they have quite a lot of stuff that you're able to have access to. I don't think it was that. Let's go. Let's go to the materials, the bars, beams, tubes, etc. Let's try that. So you have all of these too. Pipes, tubes, and then let's go back to the mechanical stuff. You even have wheels here, casting wheels, hanging trolleys. So you can get these as well. Like if you were building a cart and you needed these kind of wheels, so just to see what it was going to look like. Yeah, all of these have requests for quote and then they have a download, so you can go ahead and download them. And just remember, when you're done, go ahead and go over to here, and then just go to the folder, minimize this, just drag your folder over. Let's just replace, and then you need to unstuff, so right mouse click on the folder, extract all, replace, and then go ahead and close these up. Just go back to your Design Spark and then come down here to your design. We can close this. Not sure what happened there. Start page, design. Let's go back to a new one. Go to File, New Design. Let's go ahead and go to File here. Go to Desktop. Open up our folder that we downloaded, and then this. Something went wrong there. Pillow block, caster. Let's download again. Okay, let's go to there. Let me get rid of the folders before. That's probably a problem. Skip. Let's drag this over. And then let's close this. Right mouse click on this, extract all. Okay, now let's get rid of this one. Try again. Alright, for some reason it's not wanting to delete that one. It's probably because I have it open here. So let's go ahead and close. Let's go let me just close out of here for a second. And I'm going to go delete this. Okay, now we'll open Design Spark back up. So yeah, so if you need to take advantage of those free 3D models, and if it's something you're going to build for real, you can just order the part. Now, another thing that Design Spark has kind of done away with, without allowing you to do the steep files, or I don't know, I call them steep, but they're step. The step files or the STL files, you used to be able to get parts off of McMaster-Carr. You could download the actual 3D file, and then you could bring it into Design Spark. But you can no longer do that either, so I don't know how much I'm liking 6 versus 5. 5 allowed you to do a lot of different stuff. So we'll open that up, get that one. So when the parts come in, sometimes they're big, so just do Control minus. So basically here's your caster, and just go ahead and rotate it in the orientation that you want. This will be 90. Now, if you needed 4 of those, you could just select everything, hold down Control key, grab the red, copy that over however far you needed it to be, say 200 millimeters. Do 200 right there. And then you could select all of these, grab the green, hold down Control, drag that over 300 millimeters. Now you have kind of a cart, and then you can go ahead and build your cart up from the bottom. So it's pretty handy to have something like this, and then at least you could see what it's going to look like. Like we could click there and add a plane, and then we could go to Plan View, do Control minus. Then we can put a rectangle in here. Let's go ahead and make this our base. And then you could just pull from here. Let's go ahead and pull that. Oh, it looks like I had the base a little too low. Oh, it looks like that one's not, but Let's just get all this stuff and pull it. All right, let's go to pull. There you go. So yeah, you could build yourself out a little base like that, a little whatever you want to make, and then you could get these parts, see what it's going to look like, and then you know, then you can go ahead, if you were going to make this out of wood, you could go ahead and order, you know, your wood, cut it down to the size here, order your casters, then go ahead and make one of these. You don't have to build it out of plastic. Obviously, this wouldn't be durable enough. If made out of plastic, the wheels would just crack. This would all have to be manufactured out of metal and stuff. So, but you could design the rest of it here. You could do your, if you wanted to make this a little cabinet for your shop, you could do the sides and the top and the other side, and then you could put drawers in here. So yeah, so you're really able to do a lot of this stuff, and this saves you the time of having to model this just to see what it's going to look like. As soon as you find out that, hey, this is exactly what I need, go ahead and send them a quote, or you can go to Home Depot. I'm sure they'd have these parts right here. You just have to make sure that the base is the right size once you drill the holes. But like I said before, you don't even have to drill the holes. You just cut all your wood down to size and then order any kind of these little casters you want. You can go to Home Depot, you can go to Lowe's, and then you're just going to be able to drill your holes and put your bolts through. Okay, that's going to end today's tutorial on, I'll show you real quick before I end what you were able to do before in version 5 that you can't do now. Let's go ahead and go to a new window here. And then we'll go type in McMaster-Carr. It's just right here, Mick, and then Master, and then a hyphen car. This is a site that sells a lot of products like everything you can imagine. So if you wanted that U-bolt, before you'd be able to go, okay, I want this one. You could click on it, and then you could say, I want the size over here. Click on that, and then right here, 3D PDF, you could click that and you could come down here to step. Now this used to be a file that in version 5 of DesignSpark Mechanical, that you could import that in. So you just click there and then you come over here to download, and then you'd get this window, and then you go ahead and do the same thing here. You'd open the folder up, you'd click over here, let's minimize this, you drag this to your desktop. And then you used to be able to open this just right here. You would go back to your DesignSpark, you go to File, and then you come over here to Desktop, and then you would change your file types down to Step. But even if I go to All Files, you see that that doesn't even show up. It shows up here. Here it is right here, Step File, but when you try to open it, it says down here, you were trying to import incompatible file type. So it doesn't let you let you do that anymore. So basically, there isn't any way, because they did away with the step and they did away with the STL. So now you could only open and import native DesignSpark Mechanical files. So even if I wanted to, I could open this up in Rhino, but nothing is going to import this as a native DesignSpark Mechanical. No other program but DesignSpark Mechanical. So if I did import here, I could go to Desktop, probably import this U-bolt into Rhino. Yeah. So there it is there. But it's still not going to do me any good because I can't, I'm not going to be able to use this. Not in DesignSpark Mechanical anyways. So anyhow, that's the only downfall to 6 that I can see. Everything else looks the same, but it really was nice to use the McMaster-Carr downloadable parts. And but now they want you, maybe that's why they wanted you to use their free parts and not get them from McMaster-Carr. I'm imagining that was probably one of the reasons they did away with them. But anyhow, You could build up anything that you want, save yourself some time modeling, and just do the basics of the part, and then get this for what the casters are going to look like. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed watching and you got some useful tips out of this video. Thanks again for watching.